let her hold you. Do you know how she needs to be touched? You gotta breathe her. You gotta take her till you can feel her in your blood. When you can see her unborn children in her eyes, you know you really.
Want to say a pleasant good night to everyone and welcome to our new program, Real Talk, where we talk the real things them like it is and like it should be. With me in studio, I have my co-host, Daddy Rude. Yeah, the rude one. Yeah, from birth. Say hello to everybody, no?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Formal and everything, yeah?
Of course.
Of course.
No, we have to start off a certain way. Pretend. And then when the real thing come out, the real thing come out.
Wait, so we start with the pretentious ways and then we move on to the real thing.
Just like with a relationship.
Oh, yes. I like how you started. Now in studio, we have a lady who goes by the name Victoria. The lady would speak with conviction, power, authority. Victoria, what's up?
Hey, hey.
Now she'll be our other co-host inside studio where she'll be talking about relationship issues. And in studio, we have also the man behind the money, honey. Not with the money, but behind the money. Our engineer, Mr. Jackson himself. Big up, Mr. Jackson. You're large, yeah? And we'll be talking this week about why do men get women pregnant and then ditch them? Come on, men, seriously? We're gonna talk the things like it should be spoken about. So, Yoel, what's your take on it? We need a man view.
I'm not sure I agree 100% with that, but we're going to reserve that till later.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the ditch part.
The ditch part.
Yeah, and I must we ditch. We probably got
Alright.
ditched.
Controversy start already. But what are we going to talk about?
Well, firstly, I would like to hear what Victoria has to say from the religious
The
side. You
standpoint,
know that
yeah.
she is very vocal. And I have several questions that I would like to ask, and I'm sure maybe callers may have some questions that they would like to ask Victoria as it relates to relationship in a Christian home, etc., etc., etc. Because me still not really think me like that word there, the ditch word.
The ditch.
Yeah, the ditch
No,
word.
but if you're there with a man, right? For all of the 9 months and when the baby born, either family are going to intervene and say that pitney don't look like you, or some sort of something and him decides, alright, a time for cut. Then it's spelled out in a 5-letter word, D-I-T-C-H, ditch.
But some of the time, as me say, we get ditched because some women, them are use we.
That's
Because
why
them
I'm
want
glad, you know. I'm glad I have you as a co-host because we're going to hear from 2 point of view.
simple,
Nice.
real
So,
talk.
Victoria, tell us the real things.
Well, we're talking about relationship. And you said the word man. And ditch.
And ditch.
When I hear man ditching woman in pregnancy, it sound to me like our man.
Tell me what it sound like.
It sound like somebody is afraid.
Thank you.
Because most time when fear come in, people run away. And a real man, a man stands up and
True.
face responsibility. Men going into things, men are supposed to be prepared for whatever. If you're a man, I consider you to be a responsible person. So if you never want one baby and you're never ready for that, preparation should be made to make sure
That it didn't
not
happen. But the
Right?
funniest thing about a situation like this, a lot of the time, the men, they even plan out baby name and all these things. And when the baby come about, a different story altogether. So I just say, I'm a man, because a real man would stand up to his responsibility and know, say, even if me and the mother not get along, me I gotta do what me have to do for my youth, right? But, I don't know.
That's it.
How often do you see situations like this in the church?
It's in the church, but most of the time it is covered up. I wouldn't say it's very popular. It's not a popular thing in the church. What might happen, it may not be a male person from the church who runs away, but like female would go out and get pregnant for somebody who is unevenly yoked and then end up with that problem.
And as you speak about the topic, unevenly yoked, we have to go to one next segment with this now, because we know the church have controversial situations where if a man in a position we say he's a Christian like the female, then the church doesn't regard him as being a part of the sect, right? But if he's unevenly yoked and he gets her pregnant and he decides to ditch her, how would you deal with a man in that situation?
Well, as the church, most time when these things happen, I would say that Christians are not mature people when these things happen. Because if you are mature in God and you know what you are supposed to be about, because light no mix with darkness. You understand?
I like that
Light no
terminology.
mix with darkness. The moment light show up, darkness
It disappear.
disappear.
That me know too.
And so it is would be somebody that is not mature, a Christian woman who just come in and is still hooked up on the fleshy side and allow this fleshy side to take her into this kind of relationship where she have to experience this ditching. So what she would have to do is just repent. Forgive this person. If this person don't want to be there, of course, there's the court on the other side who thinks that this person should support, and we are not shying away from that this father must comfort. But this person now have to bear that responsibility, the shame and all of that way come with. She's still loved by God, of course, and we don't want to condemn anybody and look down on them. But, as I said before, it takes maturity.
Question. When although the uneven yoke issue may be a different topic, when you say uneven yoke or unevenly yoked or whatever way the yoke want to be, exactly what do you mean? Because I feel like say you talk about me, but I want to know exactly what you mean.
Okay, to be unevenly yoked is to be with somebody who you are going to consider going into a relationship with, that the two are not on the same page. We do not have the same agreement. Because me might be a saved person and you're an unsafe person. And being in the church as a woman, you might be dating a Rasta who believes in something differently, and this is the person that you want to make to be your head.
So
Because the Bible said the man is the head of the woman.
So she need to go turn Rasta.
Right. So so you're going to have controversy in that relationship there. There's going to be a problem. Because there's no agreement.
But it's simple. All she have to do is just submit.
Yes. And that is it. It based upon where you want to submit to, who you make be your head.
So, like me now, who is a married man, my wife is a Christian. I'm not a Christian. The yoke uneven.
Yes, it is uneven, and I'm not going to run away from that because guess what? Truth are truth. You understand?
Our listeners want to
No, the question was, well, what I was asking is in relation to the topic or the statement of uneven yoke. So I just feel like, say, and me Victoria talk about, because it look like my yoke not even up. But me know, say, in our egg, you have the white and the yellow. Me not see no two yoke in that.
It's not like that. Let's take it as example.
The terminology might be wrong.
Right. Let me show you what yoke we are talking about now. You ever see when the oxen
And the
and the ox yoke together and they are plowing a field? Look here, you can't yoke one ass with one cow,
we have crossbreed.
No, me not talk about the crossbreed. Me talk about they have to be on the same height. The ox is something that you put across both animal neck for them to stay together, to pull.
Right.
You understand? And if they are uneven, one will be up and one will be down, and there will be a controversy. You understand? So let's take that for example tonight. You cannot be uneven. You can't have a good relationship. There will be no agreement.
So-
and where there is no agreement, there can't be peace.
That means that my wife have to go backslide.
Why backslide? Why don't you join her?
Submit.
Well, I can't go into that, because guess what? She make you her head. And that is where which the church need to wise up.
You know the Bible said that.
The Bible said what?
Man run the thing.
Yes, man run the thing with them there. So if you in a your state and one woman feels they want come married to you, then that's what she choose. She choose a Rasta to be her head, so she submit to the Rasta or submit to whatever man it is, because this is also God's rule that man is the head. So you need to understand who you are, make your head.
Okay, now, more make it clear and very clear. All of the fellas them out there, we are listen, is that say my wife, nah listen. So, me have a little leverage. And we record every program, but me not sure about certain things when me say if it a really record. So, may I please ask you know, listen with caution.
The question once again was, why do men get women pregnant and then leave them? And we're trying to explore what happens, because we know say man psychologically in their head sometimes they get confused, they get cold feet, yeah. And I mean, sometimes I am wondering, family has a lot to do with it sometimes, because mother, sister, brother, auntie, cousin, whoever will come and say the baby no look like you, and them ditch. Now, I, for one, don't think a newborn most times look like the father or the mother. A newborn is like a little, like a hamster. The child is grown, and as the child grows, he or she forms into the person that he or she should be. So, I mean, family has a lot to play. Them sometimes, as I say, get cold-feeted when them think about the responsibility. And at times, the women get psychological too. So it's a man thing and a woman thing, because woman, after having a child, some get confused up in their head too. And it's all about the child and neglect the man. So eventually he's going to leave. I want to hear Victoria's view on this situation.
Okay, as I said before, I don't see why man should ditch. When a child is involved, you should chase after it, make sure. Do every possible thing that there is to make sure that this child is yours and stand to your responsibility. Because there are ways and means, you know, or you can't find out. You know, have to run where because mama say, you know, look like. And papa say, you know, look like, where the baby not this or where the baby not that. So I am in totally disagreement to men running away from a female, whether I look like him or not, because there are ways to find out.
You see, maybe for the first time in this show, I'm going to agree with what I say. Because maybe the first and the last, I'm going to agree with what I say, because the child looking like you don't mean say is yours. Because the other brethren might even look like you. So, yeah. So, me not going to support that if a man going to say, boy, well, you no look like me, so I know my own and this, that, you know, so 100% on the one. But in terms of the cold feet issue, personally, I don't think me in a position to say a true cold feet make some man leave, because some of the times that is not the reason. It can also be a situation, as I had said before, a lot of women out there, the biological clock reach a certain place, and they might look a man for use for him things. Right? And when the man or she finally get pregnant, the attitude start, and the man was kicked out, was ditched. That is my perspective at this moment. It might change later.
Perspective. So women's biological clock.
Well, man have clock too, you know. We depend on clock too, we depend on timing too. But a lot of women, even the career-oriented women now, also just say, boy, look, want a man, or them need a certain level of companionship, and if they say them a carry on with the family and them something there, and them just find a person where be fit certain characteristic that they are looking for, and then use the man, for him peanut punch, for him linseed, for him strong back, him guineas, and all kind of things. And then when the things start, like attitude start going, and the man start, you know, act away because him start feel left out, the man not gonna leave. Because we have feelings too, them from your growing at school, them say, boys are made of sticks and stones, and girls are made of roses. That's rubbish. Yeah, that's rubbish. We need care too, and we need love too. We need attention. We want all of that. So just like how the baby born, and the baby get all the attention, we get jealous. But we're not ditched. We are ditched.
Okay, back to the first part of it, what you said, where you said you don't feel that it is most time having to do with the man ditching, but rather the male getting dumped earlier on in the relationship. Are you saying that the male is dumped before this? Because what we are talking about is female getting pregnant and men ditching them. Are you saying that probably the male get dumped because of some bad feelings we have come over before the female find out saying pregnant? What exactly I say?
All right, what I'm saying, let me put it.
Because
Let me put it in a different perspective. Topic is that men ditch women. Now, what I am saying, it is not always the case. I'm not saying, say, boy, man not left a woman because him don't get woman. Because it happen whole heap of time. But there's also another side to it. Wherein that, for other reasons, the women may create the environment where a man left. It's premeditated.
Just want a child from the man.
Exactly. And now that's the boy, the whole pregnancy thing gone and the 3 months that the critical period there and whatever gone. They say, well, I don't need a youth here again. And run away. Or create the environment for us to run. So that is what I'm saying.
okay. What I see too and what I want to make note of is that men really get cold feet. I've seen that over and over again, and it's very common. And why I say this, there are times, the woman will get pregnant. The man really like the woman, and want for the end of the life and want for the end of the situation, But just because of what people are saying, man is filled power pack of a lot of egotism. And because of their ego, they are more protective of the ego thing. So then we are.
Hold on. We're going to get to the ego thing. We'll take a break because that's on our way again.
This is Styles FM, broadcasting from Portland, Jamaica.
You can't afford to miss it. The Road to Glory, your Sunday morning gospel and inspirational music program on Styles 96.1 from 9 a.m. until 12 noon. Tune in. Styles, the people station.
Yep. Other than they represent for Z-Mag, the artist thing right now. Them a shot 14 hours straight to the spot. Boat and tone the whole place lock. And on the end so don't forget that. Snacks, fun spot, best price, hard drives, and memory card for your slot. Fully endorsed by Dan Majestic Entertainment. Z-Mag, Z-Mag, Z-Mag up the whole place hot. Nothing ordinary, capish?
Save with Portland Credit Union Treasure Chest Youth Savings Competition and get a chance to win big prizes. First place, $35,000 cash. Second place, $25,000 cash. Third place, $15,000 cash. And many other consolation prizes, including computer tablets, cell phones, digital cameras. Save between April 5th and June 28th with Portland Credit Union. Moving ahead and serving you better. For further information, contact us at 993-2608 and 993-2806.
With Styles FM on the go, you can listen to your favorite programs by calling the USA number 213-992 020-4360. If you're in the UK, it's 020-3670-1330.
Ready for that well-needed vacation or a place to stay while on business? Casa Laguna Resort in St. Thomas is the perfect spot. Our decorated rooms, breathtaking views, and serene environment provide the ambience that you need. Take advantage of our arranged airport pickup and drop-off. Visit us today, 2 Mount George Penn, Pamphlet, St. Thomas, or on website at www.casalaguna.com. For reservations, call 876-703-5300 or 844-8300. Email casalaguna@yahoo.com.
Let me know, yeah, give me another chance, baby, give me another chance, girl, another try, just one blind, one more night, give me just one more night, girl, one more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, give me one more night, girl, a million more nights, 'cause I can't sleep without you. Alright, 'cause every day me say me want to know me life. Coming now off to wake if you know that they're by my side.
Welcome back. Let me also say special thanks to our sponsor tonight, which is Casa Laguna Hotel and West Harbor Medical Center in Port Antonio. Casa Laguna is in St. Thomas. We'll give you more information about them, because it might be a place that some of you, by the time this program is done, you might need to visit a hotel. And also the medical center. Maybe when this program is through, in the morning, you need to visit the doc. We have a text online. And the text is coming from Taria. And it says, what does it say?
Dadaru, the question is, what about these men that know that their peanut punch and roots potent and still now use no rubbers? What about them?
About them?
What?
Hold on. Listen, man. You see, that's one of the problems when me really have, you know. Me really have a serious problem about the rubbers. Listen, I know we alone can buy rubbers, you know.
Me like how the topic that come up still, you know.
You know, I know we alone can buy, because, hold on. We buy the peanut punch, we build it back, we get very potent.
Mm-hmm.
By the time that done, we are irresponsible.
So yeah, tell me, say the potency of the rubber, of the roots and all of them stuff, they make you go without thinking, no, send a wrap up, put a rubber on the willy. Come on.
We build that for a particular purpose, to get potent. We're on a mission. And the mission is
to breed,
multiply.
So all right.
And if you don't interested in multiplying, but you're still interested, then provide the protection.
Now, I have an issue with what you just said, right? I mean, I don't think personally it's the man's responsibility to bring the rubbers, but more or less, him a come in, so him need to come prepare. If you don't want to breed a woman, then you come prepare. But also, when I get the woman pregnant now, I don't have one woman on the yard, I don't have one ex-baby mother down the road, and me get pregnant, you not going to tell me somebody did have an ex-man. So, me go find out what the baby father.
All right, hold on. That's too much information to process.
Wait, yeah, we can take in a stages.
Yeah, give me in a stage, because me really want to answer the wrong thing.
All right, let's go. Step 1. You're well potent because of whatever you drink and all of that.
I was born that way.
That too, because a man, whenever you don't go anywhere, as you don't do it, you don't breathe, smarty. But you go to this woman's yard, right? The plan is to, make out eventually. Why you don't walk with the rubbers? I mean, AIDS are go around, STIs and all of them stuff they go around. You don't know this woman because the woman have her man too. Why not protect yourself? Why you expect her to protect herself and you not protect yours?
You know that I was speaking of a relationship between just two persons involved. Now you put something different tonight now.
Okay. All right.
Put something different. That's why I'm saying, you see why I never answer the first time? Because I know you try to trick me.
It's a trick question.
Yes.
All right, let's work with
because
part
at first
A.
you mentioned say she have X amount of persons. And or the man have one baby mother there so, a next baby mother there so, and a next one there so. So how I was gonna respond is I said, just like with horses, you have some male where them just choose them one day. Some woman look on someone and say, boy, the man there look like him of important. And they want to use her for him.
I like what Taria just said. Taria say, exactly the mission. They want to multiply. But when the baby born now, you say you never want no baby. What is the purpose? Why didn't you protect yourself since you didn't want another child?
Never say me no want. I say, I'm being used because I'm potent.
No, I am confused. I don't know if Victoria can help me out of the ditch with me, but Daddy Ruda confused me. I need some rescue here.
Well, first of all, I really don't stand for this kind of relationship, and I can't back up that relationship.
Me confused too.
I am not with that relationship any at all. Look at that a confusion.
Confusion.
All of that is confusion, and that is why the world is the way it is
It
today.
is.
Right? Because relationship, it's supposed to be about responsibility. When we talk about relationship, if the the wider society and all of what we see today in Jamaica, in the world, it's coming from relationship with two people.
Now, one of the things that we have in Jamaica is the bareback philosophy. If you know do bareback, the sex no fun or no sweet. However, we need to protect ourselves because we're adamant and we understand that there are STIs and STDs out there. So we need to protect ourselves. And if we don't want to have one pitney run up over this, so, and then this, and we're not ready financially for the responsibility, then we protect ourselves. Or if it's a case where you don't want to use a rubber, you have family planning. You have different forms of contraceptive. You have the oral, you have IUDs and all of them stuff there. So get it done. If it's a partner where you are comfortable with, you trust that person and are you one person. So you get those done. So if it's a case where you don't want a child, then sort out yourself. Bareback still can't go on, you know. We not refute that because if you don't have that going, then you can't multiply. However,
I would like to add still. Most men want to go bareback. You don't ask no question about that. So you need to know where you go with and married your partner and go bareback all you want.
You know.
But I mean, a lot of us as Jamaicans, yes, we had our first child or a couple of children before marriage. And we end up in, the relationship where you have a law, well, what them call it? The lawful one, where you're there with in-law. Well, in-law.
Step.
Common law
Common law
relationship. So you and the man live for a while and you might not be into the marriage thing, he might not be into it because of the commitment and the whole phobia against it. However, him love you, him dead for him take care of pitney. But what me I say is, marriage is one because a lot of us have phobias. I, for one, don't know if I'll show up at the church when the day come. The man make sure to reach before me. But then again, if we're not ready to have children, why should it be a case where I'm going to go unprotected without any form of contraceptive? Himself, he's not going to protect himself. And then the problem exists. When we have the pitney now, him gone because him get cold feet. And we know some man wired crazily. Uno kind of different from we, I swear. I don't know.
All right.
You ever hear the saying, say, men are from Mars, women are from Jupiter?
Or Venus.
Yeah, there's something like that.
Venus.
But you don't come from one different planet.
I'm a Martian.
I like the answer.
All right. This topic is a serious topic, right? And me really play devil's advocate on the issue because it is more than just a man in a relationship with a girl. She get pregnant and then him disappear. It's more than that. Because there's another side to it wherein say when that child is growing and that mother also starting to need that type of attention, affection, apart from just a child, there comes a stepfather. There are instances when the stepfather is probably when the stepfather start coming to play, the father start come back now because that jealousy kick in. And then there's sometimes some amount of controversy. However, even before the stepfather come in, some of the time, the father or the real father actually try, you know, so I don't like that smile, eh? The real father actually trying to make things work may not be financially. Maybe you could have probably take her out, little ice cream and little chicken and KFC and all of them, so they probably want one movie now and then. But when the child come into play now, enough of the time, it come like say the pitney turn paycheck. Right? The court business come in because man a go and go take care of him youth. Right? The court business come in, guess what the judge said? Boy, I have to pay this because what the man has no receipt for sure. So, we talk about ditch, the man might left, but that no means that the man now stand up to responsibility. Now for the time, the whole issue come up because there is other intertwining a go on where there are emotions there, them not really, them left, but them never left on good terms. And then the pitney now becomes the whole nucleus. So you find say enough man, them stay away altogether. That are one of the realities what happen. So even say, just like say in our relationship, you're and a girl a date, and things just change. Me not agree with the man them where from the girl get pregnant, them gone. Because it look bad for all of we, because that's how we get branded. From one thing gone bad, everybody bad. But we also, as me I said, enough of the time we reach out. You know, enough of the time, Natasha, apparently what is being provided is not enough. So if the man can't afford certain things, the man used to do this type of work, maybe work in a supermarket, do some merchandising, start little shelf and them thing there. It's not enough anymore. So certain level of bad face and bad vibes because during the pregnancy certain things is needed. Right? The woman has said, boy, this not enough. I might have one little mother a whisper, I tell her, say, boy, you shouldn't talk to the boy there. I tell you, say, boy, you should have talked to the one over there so can't see it there. The one over there so go to college and the one is still a stock shelf. No, for the time, is the social issues where make a man run. So what I say? We get ditched.
And me understand that, and that does happen. But in the case where, as you say, it might be on the female side where the mother said this because the boy is supposed to provide and the man not do this and the man not do that, and better man out there where they look a long time and all of them stuff there. But then on the female aspect too, they sometimes suffer from postpartum depression, which is also a psychological issue. When after they've had the child, some people just gone to one different zone. It is hard to deal with certain things. So that is when the person needs help. But sometimes the male don't understand. You start act up, you start get depressed. Sometimes you just neglect the child and neglect the man. And when you're having your child sometimes for the first, you want to spend as much time with the child because it's a new addition to your life. It's the newfound love. And it happens to a lot of females. And you men can't deal with it. Because when the thing says you're supposed to surround and just the same, when you're supposed to get sex 5 days a week. When you're supposed to can do whatever you want to do before. And it doesn't work like that. There's a new addition. And you have to adjust to it too, as much as the woman adjusts to it.
You know, well, you said that 5 days a week, something we touch a while ago. I don't know about the man, but I know that, you know.
No, so you're not stool of them.
No, sir, my days are
wifey,
no,
as Brother Gary would have said, where you will wife name you Alicia? I don't know.
When my daughter born, me can't tell you. Me don't know about another man, but me wash some panty. Me cook some clothes. Me have to run at back of the yard, rent house. People see me I hang out. Hey, let me tell you something. Do the work as a man at the home and try make things work out right for the woman once you know, say boy, as she are the woman where you plan to spend your life with. Need to do the best. But, woman, you have a responsibility to do for the best too. And not because the baby born will get neglected. As me say, we are part of it. Enough time when pitney born, woman say, boy, I don't know because 9 months, this, that. I want to talk about. Listen, man. Hey, you know, so the sperm is a life form before it reach, you know? Who carry it longer?
But it's a travel, so it must be life, a run.
Incubator. I right where that?
Incubator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. The sperm have life before it reach the woman.
So, you know
So
the
what carry
era?
the longest?
You not walking sperm machine, you know.
You hear me
We
say?
just release.
So we have a life form and we'll seek an incubator.
We implant it into.
Right. So when the pitney born now, not make you look and say, boy, we're the worst thing. You should be grateful.
Now, I agree with you in some context, but as it relates to even you, when you had your child, you say you go to the door, go hang up baggy. How much man I go do that? No, me no want the neighbor see me. What's my brethren them see me hang up panty pan line? You mad?
Yo,
What
watch
kind of man
them.
me be?
And be a black one. Nothing pretty. Big arm, nothing not pretty. None of them never pretty.
When you say a big banty.
Be a big black. I never want to talk about it no
But
more.
at the end of the day, a lot of men will not do that. And they start going off because, listen, baby born now. So, a freedom because, especially if it's a C-section, you know the woman cannot have sex for a period of time.
Oh my.
So, him get neglected, yes, but it's not her fault because she has to heal before she can engage in anything like that. Now, our text a big up to Conroy. Yes, live and intact. Max says, technology has gone a far way. Men like me who love to feel the real thing, try the condoms known as bareback. It lets you feel as if you're not wearing anything.
You know, me agree with your party, but you see because them not pay me for sponsor me show, you better you link me half year, me tell you whole it more than bareback. Whole it more.
Now, there's somebody who says, no. I don't totally agree with my fellow Martian pan the sea child support team. But a lot of the times, the men refuse to stand up to the responsibility. True, yeah. King says, simple, man can't take stress. Me like it. King Michelle, you like it we did something, you know. Man, I know. Please let that man tell me how him cook clothes. Cook clothes? Me don't know that. I must boil it nappy. But, I mean, these are some situations. So, separate and apart from the man getting cold feet, family influence, whether it's from on the woman's standpoint, from her family or his family, where the child not look like you, or the woman did do this, or the woman did do that, or the boy not good enough, and the boy not have no money, and blah, 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 or postpartum depression, or whatever it is. These things do happen. And it is so sad that 75% of Jamaican women are single parents, and 52% of them have no father being involved in the child's life. It's depressing. So yeah, tell me, say, 25% of Jamaican men actually live with their woman and take care of them picnic, and 48% actually do something when they can. What happened to the other 52?
I gonna look the food of them dead, man.
And then they're jail.
Yeah.
And I do what they enough to do.
Let me share an experience with you, not my brethren experience. Him called me one day and him said to me, say, him baby mother said, look, you say you're a gangster and we there hungry. You hear me say? It's a brethren, me used to work at Spanish Town and me meet him through, me used to work there, so. And he called me one day and said, boy, Jacko, you know, say Ray just said to me, say, boy, me a gangster and all the way they are hungry.
It's bad though.
Yeah, but I wish she said the man go do. Can you just say a while ago how much are we now and where we there? And that me I tell you, you see the influence, the
But she
Delilah
must
thing.
know, say, him a gangster, he must have do something where she call him, say, him a gangster. But, I mean, try and
No.
provide in whichever way.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the man never said him a gangster, right? But where she has sent him go do. All right. So,
I would just like to share. Time is almost up. Even as you talk about the gangster part, we are talking about relationship and ditching and all of that. Going back in the days gone by, you see that female have really dropped their standard. I mean, females seem so desperate. Everybody just feels that they have to have one man. They don't have no man, they don't feel like them a live. And sometimes it goes the same way for the male. If they don't have one woman, they have to have one night stand. And if they don't have nobody in their life, they don't feel like them a live. Right. Back in the days, if a man even got prison, the first offense where maybe they fight or stab somebody and then go to prison and come back. Woman never used to want that man, you know. I'm a prisoner. Right? So man have to keep a standard. Woman used to have you up there. So say if you want one woman, you better keep yourself in a proper. No, you have to me say, woman has send message to man and say, he say I'm a gangster.
If you go look the food.
And if you go look the food. So what we are seeing then, the backbone of the woman is broken. And that is why our society is the way it is. Because now we see the woman them as stand for anything. As long as the man them are thief and criminal, me want them because they can carry the money. That is where relationship is.
Selector, we need some music.
Black woman, no make money, make you give your man.
We're listening to Iba Mar. She cries.
She cries, cause deep inside she knows she's living a life. Oh, she cries, she cries. Oh, deep inside I know she's living a life. I tell me why. Alright, she know she not fit do it, but she still a do it. Why every night a different man she want to roam the street? I different man in her sheet. I guess no relationship, me send no ties, she not keep. No way, she wants a man for pay the bill and pay the car loan. And every day a different man in her home. I tell her say she keep on pass it around to Tom, Dick and Joe. Stop running around. She cries, she cries, but deep inside I know she's living a life. Oh, she cries, she cries. Oh, as it tears right down her eyes, she sighs. Why? Stay far from corruption. Empress round the back road, your name no fear mention. Stay far from corruption. Take selling yourself out of your intention. Stay far from corruption. Yes, I kidney for make for every extension. Stay far from corruption. No lose yourself, hold up your head, black woman. She cries, she cries. Oh, but deep inside I know she's living a lie. Well, she cries, oh, she cries, oh, as the tears run down her eyes, she sighs. Now watch the pretty clothes, not the pretty glitter. Life is not about fame nor fortune, no. No, alright. And the blessings of the King of all kings will reign. And in due time you will gain. I never make your mama or your papa shame. She cries, she cries. Oh, cause deep inside she knows she's living a life. Oh, she cries, she cries. Oh, as the tears run down her eyes, she sighs. Whoa, she cries. Oh, she cries. Oh, I just say yes, you know she's living a lie. She's living a lie. Why? She cries. I guess a cheating game. I miss a cheating game.
This is how we wrap up the first segment. But before we go on a break, we want to hear last words from Victoria.
Okay, what I really have to say about relationship, it's the backbone of our nation. Without relationship, we can't have a family. Without the family, we can't have the wider community. So everything starts from relationship. Relationship, when a woman meet, it may come in, and then, as God said, multiply. Now, when we in a multiplication, come on, let us do it continuously in unity with the mother. It's all about understanding, giving and taking, and not just you agree, and me one over this, take it, I mean, nah. You understand? We must learn to give and take. That is it. And in relationship, persons are to be quick to forgive. Quick. Because if we're not quick to forgive, we not go have no peace. So the more mature person in a relationship is always ready to forgive. I just want to say to you, those of you out there, healthy relationship is important. If you are going to form a relationship and decide, say, you see one man where you like, come on, get to know the person first. It's important. Get to know the person well. It means, say, if you're a woman and one man decides, say, I'm going to date you, and he can't carry, go in yard, go introduce you to mama and all of them people, and you love him and wine and want a relationship with him, or you got to think about something more serious tomorrow, and this man not decide, say, I carry to mama, look here, that man no mean you nothing. I tell you. So these are the signs, some of the signs that a woman should look for. And also with the male. So just think about that, and I just want to leave that with women, that they wise up.
Now it seems like Daddy Rude had something to say, but I agree totally with Victoria. Women, we have to up our standards, set our criteria, so man can't tramp upon we. Not because, all right, him have the hype and him wear the tight pants and him in the dance and yeah, things are going for him. We need to up our standards. We can't just make any man run our life and say, all right, him love we. Because they do infiltrate our minds so often. All they have to tell us, them love we, and we panty drop. A lot of us as women. And that's it. It's so simple. Oh, look how we measure love now. Just for carry me out and go give me something for drink, and you know, that's it. But Daddy Rude, you know, as always, contradicting. Let's go.
Look here. Me not... Oh, boy. Victoria... Me like most of what you say, like 51% of what you say a while ago. But me can't understand. Everybody must have values. You see the thing? You say woman must have value. Everybody must have value. The man must know the type of woman where he take up. The woman must know the type of man where she take up. Introducing to family and all that, so I'm not sure if that is a sign of nothing good or bad, because I can't tell you from my standpoint. You see, for my wedding day, I probably the second time I see my mother-in-law. Right? No, she live in Jamaica. But no, I just saw the thing set. And we married and everything all right. Me and my wife side of the family all right. She and my side of the family all right. So I'm not sure if that part there 100% is a criteria, but me sure you say from the man standpoint, and that we say we go up on the man part, and we go say, boy, if the man not invite your home and introduce the mommy and say, mommy, are the wife this or the wife this and all of them something there. What about we? Me never complain. No, and I really like to me I say, yeah, but me I tell you, say, boy, me know the woman, me don't need to know nobody else. Right? Because you see, when you get other people involved in your things, so now I saw the thing much up. But that's why enough of we I'll run to, because mother, as I said before, stepmother, so you go, our in-law, right? I say, boy, go take out, you shouldn't take out that one, you go take out that one, and you start to feel some sense of inferiority complex that come in here. You have to just cut your ass. Eh? No, me know me asleep tonight, man.
But you will.
Me sure
this is it, you know, are the woman you're in love with, you know.
You know that, me I tell you?
So if you love the woman and decide say the woman you want and the woman love you back, no parents not supposed to can come between, you know. But the bottom line is a good sign when a man and a woman are going to invite you home to mommy and daddy. It's a good sign.
I wonder if some of my friends might listen to this.
It's a good sign.
I wonder if some of my friends might listen to this.
Woman say then go man yard and man not even turn on light.
Darkness.
No, sir.
There's a question for Victoria. There's a question for Victoria. It says, two people can be of the same religion and still be unequally yoked. When two people cannot agree or come to an amicable agreement, a critical issue affecting the relationship, then they're unequally yoked. Once there is love and mutual respect and acceptance, then the relationship will grow and blossom.
So I talk about Smaddy. Smaddy know we put things properly. I don't know them way there.
Look here. Once you are unevenly yoked, there is going to be disagreement.
Then disagreement, no that make relationship nice more time.
Sometimes we
More
all
time, me no
have
want-
disagreement, you know. But in this sense, the person asks if two people can be in the same relationship, religion, and they are still unevenly yoked. Is that what it is saying?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Yeah, they are still unevenly yoked, but there are other factors that can make the yoke evil. You know, say I just yesterday me and my wife have one quarrel, but my wife never knows I do it for spite.
Look here. Uneven yoke
Well, that
not
means that
just
the yoke
depend.
uneven.
Uneven yoke not just depend. You see, in a family, you know, the man is said to be the head of the family. He's the priest over that family. The priest, the person who is supposed to be praying and warding off certain attacks.
No, you talk my
And,
language.
and if that man is not in his place as the priest, who is going to pray? The woman have to go turn the priest.
Hey, me say, I have to call you back, you know. I want serious something that you touch right there, so, you know. Because enough woman want man run the base, you know. Enough woman want run the base.
But you see, God set up these things in and they are order. God is a God of order. And when Daddy is there, there is some amount of security.
I'm glad they said that, you know. Enough woman disorderly. I'm glad they said that.
There's some amount of security that you feel when the man is in the house. You understand? And this is why we need to be on one page.
Victoria.
One page. So,
Victoria,
sweetheart.
Victoria, we need to invite you again and unleash whole it more secret. Whole it more secret we need to unleash Victoria, because you touch upon something I go joke me in my belly where we really want to talk to you about. You know, the time depend way, but some people are texting and I even want to have vaccine.
Somebody said that's old school.
Which part of it? Who part?
That's what old school.
Oh, King Mitchell. King
That's
I
what
boss.
you think. You see, the word of God settle. It is settled, and that is what we need. We move out all of the confusion out of our life. And that is why there's so much confusion. And after a man and woman get together and then get tired of them mistress, tired of them wife, tired of some whole heap of something, and them have to gone over fence.
That's our next topic we
You
want to talk about, the
understand?
over fence business.
Gone over fence, cause I don't like say them and the wife have nothing, you know. But guess what? Relationship grow cold, priceless.
Well,
So, them
we
broke
talk about
fence.
The man go over the fence. And when we gone over the fence. Next topic that. Next
Yes,
something
because I mean we have to exploit the topic here because as it relates to Christian life, we want to know how you can spice up your Christian life and still remain, sane and everything sort of. Because I mean, them say worldly and do other things which I think Christians should be doing too. But we'll talk to Victoria again. This is how we end this segment. When we come back, we have more for you.
This is Styles FM.
For the best quality in sound reinforcement and backlining, Native Audio. We have professional engineers with over 20 years of experience. So call us and we'll take care of your parties, wedding receptions, barbecues, conferences, and small stage shows. Crystal clear sound, Native Audio. Our prices are the best. Call us at 871-5212. That's 871-5212. Native Audio. We make your events audible.
I'm on black, me no brown, me no white. Nazi Babylon stripe, you mad.
Metamorphosis, edutainment. Coming to you from Styles FM, from the parish of Portland, Northeast Jamaica. Featuring your host, Dr. Imon Black. Tune in every Friday, 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Come, listen, learn, engage Dr. Imon Black. Article reasoning, article teaching. Come, be edutained. Metamorphosis.
Relive the music memories. Solid Gold Style Sundays from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. with your host, Captain Baker, on your favorite station, the People Station, Styles FM 96.1. Reminisce on the past with the music. Flashback And what it is, that was, it's the program you don't want to miss on a Sunday. Solid Gold Stars from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. You join me. Let us recap the music of yesteryear. Cool.
Live the best music experience.
Ready for that well-needed vacation or a place to stay while on business? Casa Laguna Resort in St. Thomas is the perfect spot. Our decorated rooms, breathtaking views, and serene environment provide the ambience that you need. Take advantage of our arranged airport pickup and drop-off. Visit us today, 2 Mount George Penn, Pamphlet, St. Thomas, or on website at www.casalaguna.com. For reservations, call 876-703-5300 or 844-8300. Email casalaguna@yahoo.com.
Hello, Kelly. Don't keep it and just let it out. Now with you, I'm feeling weak. Don't wanna eat, don't wanna sleep. Don't know what I should do, 'cause I'm weak for you. Sometimes I wanna run to you, but I'm so far away. Miami, California, I'm right here waiting for you. Yes, I'm missing you. Yeah. Hey, 5-star accommodation. Hey, first class reservations. This is life. Missing you. Yeah. Hey, reminiscing on the kiss and your devotion. Even when I'm jet setting across the ocean. Missing you. Yeah. Well, I'm at 30,000 feet, and I'm writing you my sweet, telling you that you're still my heartbeat. A million miles away, stressed from day to day, but I can't help it. I'm missing my baby. You've got your dreams, so do your thing, and I've got mine to fulfill. But I'm so lonely, and I need you always. Yes, I'm missing you. Yeah. Hey, 5-star accommodation. Hey, first class reservation. But still I'm missing you. Yeah. Hey, reminiscing on your kiss and your devotion. Even when I'm jet setting across the ocean, I'll be missing you. Yeah. I need a break from all them paparazzis and all them groupies. Gold diggers with only one G's. Woman stalking me, want me take off them jeans. Eyes flinging, pretty ringing, stretch lemon on the scene. Hype light, flashy light, but it's all just smoke screen. On the road it's very hard without you, my queen. Woodfin sheet closing is all I've seen. Plus this emptiness is taking a toll on me. Hunger for you, you are all I need. All I ever need, yeah. Miami, California, I'm right here waiting for you. I said I'm missing you, yeah. Hey, 5-star accommodation. Hey, first class reservation. Still I'm missing you, yeah. Hey, reminiscing on your kiss and your devotion. Even when I'm jet setting across the ocean, I'm missing you, yeah. Miami, California, I'm right here waiting for you. Yes, I. Hell up, no fury like a lover's gone. It make you wish you were never born. Oh, oh, yeah.
Styles.
Stepping out on your own, got a heart made of stone. Such a cold, cold girl. Hey, and what will my story be? Is there a future for me inside your cold, cold world? could not believe it. You were out all night on the town. I would call your phone, home alone. You were nowhere around. I would wait like a child on his birthday. All of my waiting was in vain. Broke my heart, baby. The day you're gone left me. And if you never needed my love, why didn't you say so? Oh, hey. And if you wanted someone to play with, why didn't you let me know? Instead of walking out the door, and now you're stepping out on your own. Got a heart made of stone. Such a cold, cold girl. Boy, and what will my story be? And is there a future for me inside your cold, cold world? If I had only listened, wouldn't lose focus on my mission. You weren't gold, but you would glisten. Gave you my all, and now you're dissing. Now I'm wishing I never met you, and wondering how could I have let you get the best of me. Now I regret you, and even though I try, I can't forget you. Oh, if all you wanted was someone to play with, why didn't you say so? Hey, and if you never needed.
This is when we open our phone lines. The number to text or call, preferably call. We want you to call and, voice your opinion upon the topic. The topic is, why do men ditch women when they do get pregnant? The number is 876-453-1444. Again, 876-543-1444.
I want to once again big up our sponsors, Casa Laguna Hotel in St. Thomas and West Harbour Medical Center right here in Port Antonio. Tash.
Yes.
Tash. Victoria. She unleashed a whole heap of secret.
We have our first caller, and we're going online. Yes, caller.
Good evening. First, I want to say congratulations to Stars FM for going full 100 24/7. I've been enjoying it all morning.
Respect.
This program, I know, it's a good program. I like how it starts.
Good.
But I want to help out the male in a studio because certain things it not really represent. You understand?
Yeah, man. We don't have a problem with that party. Right now, strength in numbers because two of them, Two of them.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah,
bad.
So I couldn't hold out calling him.
Let me hear what I have to say.
First thing, and me tell you something, Natasha. Me know say is a professional woman. Right? Natasha?
May I listen to you, man? Go on.
Me ask you a question if you is a
Of
professional
course. You say you know, so that means that you're correct in what you're saying. So move on,
No,
Papa.
but if you're not silent, I mean consent, cause if you come at me hard and me say me can get some rape and you not answer, me take it, that can be considered rape.
You rape me. Mm-hmm.
So that me say, man,
But if me
silent
smile
don't
with
mean
you and say, yeah, man,
Silence
you're good.
don't mean consent to me. Alright, so back to the topic now. You have a thing called entrapment.
Mm-hmm.
And I not do a survey, but I want to feel say 90% of pregnancy right now in the black society, because not just Jamaicans alone. The female get pregnant and she bear the child just because she want to keep the man or get certain things from the man. 9 out of 10 times it's financially. Because I can tell you this, I know some bridges who they have their house and they can everything and book a girl and say, baby, here I am now. I don't really enjoy what I go on in my yard, so want up on the side and she agreed. Right? And the man said straight up, I don't want no more picking or nothing, and she agreed. All of a sudden now, the contraceptive method fail. She did it on the pill, but the pill not work, or the IUD or whatever it's called not work. And when the man say, yo, I don't really want this, society after she bring the child now start raise up the man and say the man run let him picnic. But me ever say it again, you see any woman you see with a child right now, if she wants it, come can't tell this. Check your stats. Abortion is on a rise, contraceptive methods are on a rise. People are buy them, people are use them, especially the morning after one. I know a good relationship where once the condom break, the woman is going to swallow some pills. So I don't think it's fair to say the man bitch. Because I know if the man wants it and the woman wants it, then we don't have a problem.
All right, Carla. You see, because I help the man, me I gonna give the man the chance to talk last. The entrapment situation, man entrap woman too. Because enough man, me see the first thing them see me, them say, all right, me want a baby with you. Me don't know you, no nothing, but me know say, them a try a hole. So I know woman alone do it, yes, we are guilty of.
So hold on.
We are guilty of doing it, but men do it too.
If me impregnate you, what benefit me have from that child if me gone left it apart from maybe you give the child me last
You have a picnic road, you can't tell your friend them say, my youth that. What if the picnic have certain qualities where you don't want from the mother? You understand? So you're youth that. So if the woman look good, brown skin or whatever you want, then you're a youth and the youth, when the picnic go to school, you can see the picnic up on the road and say, you're my youth that.
Oh, so it's bragging rights, mega entrap.
But enough time man them do that for. And that when that enough man do it for all when they can't afford the picnic. Just to brag and say, my youth that a female sperm create that. Come on.
Alright,
Carla,
so out of the man or the woman, who will get more out of the child?
Now must the man have his last name?
No man, come on man.
Seriously. His name go far away. I'm gonna have my child because I'm the one who push it out, right? And if you decide to cut, I'm my child.
Natasha, me a little program can you start and you say you have to talk real.
So me no real talk.
You're not talking real now.
Where me go wrong?
Carla.
You're talking bias.
No, where me go wrong? Tell me where me go wrong.
Carla.
I just ask you who benefit more, I will get more from the child, and you say the man they can't get bragging, right?
He get the picnic get his name. I feel him chromosome are the strongest.
If me have a child in Spain, and me then in Jamaica boast about my daughter with Spain, oh that really help.
Carla.
Hello.
Carla, hold on. Me understand what Natasha say. But you say something important because you use one word where...
Entrapment.
One word where me like. Entrapment. I want big word.
Yes, man.
Because earlier me say, woman I use a picnic as paycheck, but it look like an entrapment, me should have said.
An entrapment, man.
But here we go on now, because you say me need help. Me say, it's when the show just start. Me make one talk and say, boy, my wife now listen, let me see one BB message come in, so I have to ease back.
You better know.
So me there on a plan. It's a strategic move.
It is.
No, you see, the thing about it, Carla, me agree with you with some things and some things me not agree with you with. Me I go tell you
like
straight.
Like what you not agree with?
Alright, no, then you never want to me agree with you with party?
Hey, you want to
Alright. Here we go on now. Everybody have a responsibility.
Right.
For protect themselves, because although we are talking about the baby business, we have the whole heap of sexually transmitted disease and all of them something there, right? So we plan to bring in doctor and all kind of different people with some professional background.
Good.
On the program, we talk about a number of things where we never ask the question because enough people even know enough of time. Victoria says on something, I never bother respond because I'm not going to blaspheme in here. So, in relation to what I agree with you, right? The statistics. You say numbers, me not trouble numbers.
Okay.
Because you have a whole heap of single father out there. You understand? Where enough man out there, them a take care of them youth. You know, for various reasons. And I must even ditch, it can be certain ditch the woman, ditch the man with the youth. Because that happen to, because enough of the time we see even pan the program them pan other stations where you see the real thing where say boy the man have a woman. But most of the time you see the woman with the child. Lesser extent, the father with the child. Now, what I want the listeners them understand, and many people, I hope some get some caller with the experience, both male and female, to talk about what them really and truly go through when it come down to this, who left who, and what the reason why them leave. Because we don't want us done a program until then we don't hear from somebody we can say, boy, this is the reason why me leave that particular situation. Because, and I must say, boy, it's a workless man, and a man just want a last name. And I must that. That's why I defend on the man them part. I agree with a man where whether in workless or whether in foot broke or have 1 foot or something, any little ways and means you can provide for your youth, if I even moral support.
So where you disagree with me with? Because you say something I more address it,
No, what me say the statistics, because me not sure. You say numbers. I want something me did good pan one time. And if you all call numbers, you have to come with some other facts towards that. Can you say something like how much you had percentage when me even all ear full 100?
Yeah, but all right, hold on, caller. Hold on, host. Let me tell you something now. We are not blind. In Jamaica, it is safe to say over 50% of Jamaican children live with their mother. Am I correct? We don't need to get this fine teeth, whatever it is, statistics to say it's 93% or whatever. So what I mean is a larger, and I use a number and say 90, I mean a larger amount. That is where the thing is. Because, all right, two other things I want to touch it before I come off on the phone. One, this is an ongoing thing. It's not 2010 this thing started since millennium, where you see woman with picnic and the man gone. This is way before we. You understand what I say?
Sure.
So if woman smarter than man, why they not get it right? Why them still end up and get pregnant and I blame man to man gone next then?
Well, I them have to answer that, Natasha.
What's the question again?
Why?
Oh, she not even listen.
Why over the years? Hold on, let me see. Me can break it down a little bit. Over the years, is a long time sitting where woman a get pregnant for man and man a go, and why then keep on a do it? Since they're supposed to smart, aren't we?
As Vicky rightfully said, we have we have broken down our standards, right? And we set our criteria different ways. Because, as you say, a woman get pregnant for a man, and the man gone. But then she want another man to fill the gap, if can, take the responsibility of the one we gone.
And she get pregnant again.
Exactly. So she get pregnant again because the man should have think that this time he might come and, him fool her into thinking that he's going to be the man that he should be. And him ditch again.
Trick again.
Yeah.
Boy,
so,
Carla, me feel
it's a recurring cycle.
Carla, me feel so you can run that show, yeah,
You feel so me can run that show, yeah?
Yeah, man, me feel so, man.
What? So lifestyles imply people, not a problem. Not a problem.
I mean, we call.
Styles FM.
Yes, Carla, give thanks, here.
All right, respect, brother.
Yeah, cool. Natasha.
No, I like how you jump on the topic of entrapment just like the caller just now. Cause me I say, woman entrap man, but man do it too. I'm like that. Taria, thank you. I agree most of the time it is bragging rights that men do it for. At the end of the day, the child is going to get the man's last name. Good? And the blood. And him have the Y chromosome to him chromosome stronger. When them are going, how many women take DNA test? Seriously.
Natasha.
No. How many women take DNA test?
Natasha, no.
We don't.
Tash, hold on. You mash up the program. You said in the big word, wait till the doctor come in. Because me want to ask him one name chromosome. And all this.
All right.
Me can talk about some other sitting construction and something and music.
You tell me, say, Uno is a walking sperm machine.
Yeah.
And we are what?
Incubator.
You just want to implant it, so we just go and care for the child until.
For 9 months.
For 9 months.
Or before that.
And go through all of the pain and all of the burden and sit down and, go on with a friend, hang up on the car and do everything. And then you're telling me that when I push up, we have another caller. Caller, go ahead.
Good night. I was just listening to that caller.
Yes.
And I just want to say that caller is very cold.
He's very?
Cold.
Oh, cold, yes.
He's a very cold caller. And why? He makes it sound like whatsoever he wants out of woman, he can get it.
Like that.
And him just see one woman that just agree with what he want, and the woman have nothing behind it.
Oh.
And so that is why enough man want to call it entrapment. Because of them want to it. And them want to think. And them introduce something to one woman, and the woman have nothing else they want. They must just fall in it as how he wants to be done. I hear him say the woman in her house might not deal with it like how he wants it. And he go to her road and tell a woman, say, this you have to take, and this you have to take, and this you have to take. And the woman have no other meaning behind what she, because really and truly, a woman who have some meaning behind who then take, because one woman just want in our man life a little sex. Eh? So come on.
Can be a case like that.
They get trapped too.
Yes.
A woman are no fool.
That me know too.
Woman are no idiot. So you just think you're going to just come in my life and just get satisfaction when you want it, fill the money or whatever. You better think again, because something did it for you.
Thank you, Carla. They make a big mistake.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things, Carla, me glad what you say, on have whatever for all, but, as another colleague in the studio say, picking an old man again. Right? The Carla now, me not gonna say the Carla cool. I would more say the Carla was very passionate and emotional about the situation. Because many men out there feel it certain way when it come down to a relationship and then when a youth born and all of them things. Me try to touch upon that earlier. Right? But the situation is real, right? Is a responsibility where both persons have to hold themselves, what I call it now, accountable. If the man not come with the contraceptive, the woman have a responsibility because the man has been irresponsible. Now, if you realize that the man is an irresponsible man, what you do with him? Nobody give him nothing.
We lost our caller there. Remember the number to call is 876-453-1444. That's 876-453-1444. Now, as I say, the woman has her responsibility to come with contraceptive, whether it be condom or whatever it is. But also, things happen. Condom bust. Contraceptive not always 100% accurate. And based on some of us, we take it at different intervals and it doesn't work. So, as our caller said, if a woman want to get pregnant or she want to get pregnant because abortion dead and stuff and all of these things, me not go endorse the whole abortion thing. Sorry. So,
Natasha.
Me not endorse.
Natasha, hold on. Me not talk
because when the belly come, you going to tell me if you find a doctor and get rid of it?
Natasha.
And how often can you take morning after? Every
Natasha.
time you do all of your deeds, you go run go pharmacy go take morning after?
Natasha.
Thank you.
Natasha. You know where you're talking.
We have an international caller. Caller, go ahead. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, I've been listening to this show since it began, and one thing I don't think anyone except for Miss Victoria mentioned was the fact that you... Yeah, I've been listening to the show, and the one thing I realized that nobody except for Victoria talked about was the fact that you have to know the person that you are with before you decide to take anything to the level of having a child. That's number one. And number two, as Natasha has been saying the entire show, contraceptives are there, condoms are there. Every type of measure that you can take nowadays to not have a child is actually available to both parties. And if one person drops the ball, another person should pick it up. We cannot blame the woman for getting pregnant, and we cannot really blame the man for getting her pregnant. At the end of the day, it was consensual to begin with. And if the man decided to leave, that's a personal matter. I won't put it on men completely. I will put it on those individuals who decide that they're not going to stick around. So we cannot personally blame all men or put all men into that same box.
Thank you, caller.
Well said.
I agree with her. I mean, you can't just go into a fling or something and say, I'm ready for a child. Or you can't just be having sex with somebody for the first time and accidents happen. You should know your partner, prepare for this, plan for it. Because a child is 18 years after or more. You know, just come and it just disappear.
It is true.
You have to think about the responsibility of sending this child to school. All the sickness and the run up and down will come with the picnic. It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, but Natasha, there's another real fact where many people now want to face to, because there have been times when, you're having intercourse and the woman say, boy.
We're going to pick that up after the break. We take a break. After we come back, we pick that up.
So I'm talk.
This is Styles FM, broadcasting from Portland, Jamaica.
When it comes to filling a prescription, there's only one place that comes to mind. Supercare Pharmacy, 1 Bridge Street, Port Antonio. They offer 12% discounts on all prescriptions, have a truly friendly and caring staff. Not to mention, they have a wide range in household gifts and cosmetic care. And they're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And they offer the best prices in Port Antonio. And for your convenience, they're open Sundays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or call us at 715-5141. Supercare Pharmacy, the pharmacy that truly cares.
Saturday Frenzy is the place to be. This and every Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. with yours truly, Lady Natasha, along with the DJ mixing on the ones and threes. Join me live in studio for fun and entertaining features like interviews, entertainment news, our venues and menus feature, and our Frenzy countdown. Come, let us make this a frenzy to remember. Portlanders, Akan Auto Technology, located at 33 Bomber Crescent, Port Antonio. Visit us for all your auto repair and servicing. We offer computerized wheel alignment, computerized wheel balancing, suspension checks, AC repair, inspection, and all your auto repair needs. For complete auto repair and service, visit or call Akan Auto Technology today at 715-5205. And remember, we are located at 33 Bomber Crescent.
Ready for that well-needed vacation or a place to stay while on business? Casa Laguna Resort in St. Thomas is the perfect spot. Our decorated rooms, breathtaking views, and serene environment provide the ambience that you need. Take advantage of our arranged airport pickup and drop-off. Visit us today, 2 Mount George Penn, Pamphlet, St. Thomas, or on website at www.casalaguna.com. For reservations, call 876-703-5300 or 844-8300. Email casalaguna@yahoo.com.
Look what you do to my head. Baby, you me love till time. Combine up your body for me wife. Me write up about you with my pen, but the words couldn't explain the feeling. First cut is the deepest knife edge, but me now make you hurt no more. I pledge, and you and me woman, my lover, my friend, and me now play no games. Believe me, never go. Peace and love each other forever, yo. My queen of heart, you forget a crown. Make me write one sweet love letter now. The youth of a wake if you make a sound. Don't touch the bed, stay on the ground. Hey girl, one time me a run around, but you make me circle down. Brace for me, your body tight and right. Slow motion, me looking in your eyes. Me see everything precious, I feel like.
Now, welcome back. Before we go into what Daddy Rude was going to say, we want to say that the West Harbor Medical Center offers OB gynecology every Thursday and Friday. Orthopedics, first Saturday of every month. So you go there, get all the services you want as it relates to your medical health, and, you know, get your things sorted out, because, you know, good sexual hygiene, or should I say oral hygiene, and, you know, the hygiene down there is always essential to good sex and stability. You know, feeling good about yourself.
At our next topic.
All by itself, right?
All by itself, because if you think not...
Remember, callers, the phone line is open. You can call us at 876-453-1444. That's 876-453-1444.
Tash.
You were saying?
Yeah, me share something with them. We get a text, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the person basically has said there are situations wherein during sex the woman will actually ask the man or request the man, insist So the man remove the condom. Now, look here. It's early in my days. When I say early, I mean well early when I don't know nothing about certain things. During intercourse, the girl said to me, say, boy, take it off, she want to feel the real thing. No. Man, the pressure.
What kind of pressure you call that?
Do as I say.
Do as I say pressure. You're right.
And believe me, the next day I end up at Michael Labs because I never know any time they say, boy, you have to wait a little bit for things showing you and all this stuff. The next day because me in myself, I say, what me really do? What me really do? Because I say, if me not do it, me a surface. So me go do it. No, me look. No, me look and say, boy, well, the do me do, I did really surface for them. I should just be a man and say, boy, baby, I know the right thing.
But a lot of people
reach. No, what may I say, that can reach enough young youth because enough of the time the youth them will say ditch, as we talked earlier, as then get scared or all of them something there. So some of the time, as we say, at the pressure will come under because suppose a girl get all pregnant.
You'd have to father the child or she find different means of getting rid of the child.
I'm a ditch.
However, I understand and I agree with you because a lot of time people are having sex and because the condom, them not comfortable with the hole and them come up with story how them allergic to latex and all these things, them back it off. That goes without saying. That goes without saying. But in this day and age, if me and one man I get together and him tell me that, one red flag will go up. What wrong with that man here? If it's not my straight up person, then I'm gonna have a red flag going up. Because I would want to wonder why it is so. You don't know me. Or if I'm a man, we're good. That's a different situation because we have established certain things. But I mean, an outsider, why do you want to take it off? Me not know you. We never run a test before. And that is another thing we need to do. Getting a test at a clinic isn't expensive.
True.
Show me your last test results. Make me know say you're clean. If you're clean, we can work with it then we're there.
Yeah, man, if I want test, you want to feel like test, you want to see a negative pan.
Must see a negative.
Yeah, man, the only test, you forget a negative pan.
Trust me. Only test, I want to see that before. So, we're not supposed to just run into something and open up because we know the person and all of this and the person look like them all right. No. Get a result we say negative. Feel that one day. And we move on from there so at least I know we're in a position where, all of us are clean.
But, Natasha, whole issue about the men ditching the woman, I don't think we really get in the full essence
of it.
We say many things, we think we basically just cover the surface, right? Because there are several other situations that would cause for that to happen, right? As me say, some of the time it's a teenage thing, and persons act irresponsible, and there is no guidance, right? Many times you find, say, some of the situations is where in that, say, these guys have not been fathered, so they really don't even know how to raise, right, how to be a father. So, no, for the time, it is more than just what we see, boy, the girl get pregnant and the man gone. And some other people say, boy, yo, an idiot girl, like, because she should have known better than that. Because you see, inexperience plays a lot to do, has a lot to do with it. And at the same time now, the ego issue, where Victoria did touch, why I not think nothing are the worst thing for man than their ego. Because when that's something there and your friend them and you try to be a man and you, as I said enough time, your last name and all of them something there, it really and truly play upon with psyche. And we have to understand ourselves as man when it come down to the ego side of it. Our biggest enemy that. Many times you see two men fight out a road of ego. Some of the time when you hear say two man fight over woman or woman fight over man and all them something there. A ego again. There are a lot of factors, and what I really like to hear? Somebody for text we or call we and make we know for them experience on this thing because it's more than just us as two individuals speaking on the issue, because you have people out there who have the real experience who can tell you about it.
Well, a listener just texted in and said he had to ditch, but the girl was underage and she lied for most of the time. So when the whole thing broke out, he had to move along because he also had somebody he was dealing with. So, I mean, that is another situation because we don't request birth certificate. So we're not going to know exactly how old the person is. And some of them young people look very old. But at the end of the day, if it's your child, it's your child. I mean, even because he's in a position, if you got somebody pregnant, the authorities they're going to arrest you. So even if they try to ditch, but advise if you just man up to your responsibility and try to work out with the family. If it's a case like that.
You see, in that situation, they may understand what the virgin say. Because the woman tell him lie right away. Right? The word may look fine now. Entrap.
You like, we're going to put that in a bold.
Right? Right away, she trick him. Hey, Tash, sometimes when I'm wicked, you know?
That's none. We have women who are like that.
Listen, man. Actually, I don't want to talk to my friend in business now. Sometimes when I'm wicked. Enough woman just see the paycheck. You what the brethren say? She underage. She trick him how much she had time. Me I want if a brother give her, she check for one of them. What is it name? Birth certificate there.
So me I say, we not check then something there. We don't even check test results or anything like that. But this is a tricky one, and it can be handled from different standpoints.
What I would like to know still is, although him say him ditch, it can mean say him literally, him physically take away himself. But that no mean say him not try to be a father to the youth. So mother like the person to text back or call we and make we understand the fullness of film side of it where that is concerned, because you know that sound like a case where him say him just have to have to lay low.
Now we're gonna play some music. After the music, we come back with more of Real Talk.
Life can be tough, and to survive is like a battlefield. Can't give up, and if you can't hear well, you are go feel. Life can be tough. If you want good, you have to have running nose. I saw you know. Who are your real friend from who are you foes? Oh, cause life nowadays on a better rules. Man, you to feel you care and them want kill your fear when I close. The young use them no respect older folks. Them talk anything them want fi talk and take it like a joke. What is really happening is like hell bust loose and the devil walking. Now everybody looking for half-in, but the work thing nobody know how to turn it in. Life can be tough, and to survive is like a battlefield. Can't give up, and if you can't hear well, you are go feel. Life can be tough. If you want good, you have to have running nose. I saw you know. Who are your real friend from who are you foes? Oh, listen to my words. I'm talking because I'm hurt. We're tired of the promises and then the dish was stirred. I know what I deserve. Don't kick me to the curve, because you know whoever man I'm feeling so it hurts. Yeah. But everybody looking for something.
Now I have a listener who says, I was once in that same ditch position, that same ditch situation. But the only reason is because throughout my pregnancy, he was seeing someone else.
Boy, you see, you have certain things and she touch one spot on me right that's the way. I feel careful when I go answer saying, because I'm not even sure him did have somebody else. So, you see that situation then, Natasha? As something happen enough at the time. Enough at the time. Right? A man having a woman, he get the next woman pregnant and he can't go up on the ends because he want to keep him have at him yard. Right? Note what I'm saying now, he have a woman and he keep her and get the next woman. Me never say a woman on the side. Because you say, no woman, on have a with it about a woman on the side. No. He has another woman.
So, what you call the other one?
It's other woman.
So what should happen? The side.
No, he's no.
Wait, yeah, justify the term.
No. If she's on her side, the other woman is on another side. One upon the right, one upon the left, so it's one upon the side.
We're not gonna discuss that yet, cause we have a topic for that, you know. Whether who would sit on our front and who sit on our side. But as you said, the other woman.
The other woman.
All right.
Right? Because it's a serious situation and the man for treat her as another woman. You can't just because, and that's the thing, you categorize her as a woman on the side because there must have been something about that lady will make him even involved with her in the first place, and if he even go even further, if he have unprotected sex with her. So, the man need to man up and do what he have to do, and me hope him take care of him youth. So even if the relationship mash up, hope him take care of the child, and him have to know say if he buy something for the youth, him have to buy something for the mother too. How me sound?
I agree.
I
agree.
Second time we agree.
We agree, at least. Now, there's another listener who says, no, we were in a committed relationship for 3 years. He went out and get somebody on the side.
Then?
And get on the side. So.
You see the funny side business now?
Yeah.
I don't like that term there. I don't like that term. That term now our hot term for the other woman. You know what the name said, the matey? For the other woman.
For the other woman.
So is it that him, me try to figure it out, it's sort of complex. Him get the other woman pregnant. So did he leave her, the original woman, or did he leave
the baby mother?
The baby mother. You know what I want to ask though in a situation like that, if the person can text back, what really going on? Him clear it up so me can probably work it out in my brain, because it's a serious situation. Because suppose because of this original woman, the child not really have an active father. Me really and truly would I like to know what other one they work out, because that sound like say the man get forced for ditch. He get forced for ditch, and it's like it's a double whammy. You get one somebody say, yo, listen now, me have a youth, me pregnant, you can't left.
Remember, if you want to share your opinion, the number is 876-453-1444. 876-453-1444. I think sometimes, maybe in her situation,
this come like the two sitting up on your shoulder, man. And like a two devil on your shoulder this time, man.
In some situations, as we in Jamaica say, picking an old man again. But if it's a case where he fell in love with the woman, the other woman, as you would say, and he has a child with this other woman, and you know, me and this woman in a committed relationship, and she couldn't bring forth a youth. Me go, the child here, cause me get a youth. And as I say, I have a family here with this other woman who got pregnant for me. So by right, I want to make this a family. I want to be an active father. So if not really now go on here, so me I go play my part and get into this and do what me have to do. So somebody I go get ditch.
Boy, man, boy. That look like ditches. Really and truly, that is a... Would I like to hear from the brother? Would I really like to hear where the guy would I say about that, because that's our next something where me not have them kind of training there. If you say, boy, the man should have this and shouldn't that, and try to psychoanalyze the situation. I want to hear from him directly, right? What the situation, because Me no know. If him have the woman, smart if you call and explain to him because me confused here because me not think me get it right because right now me feel you see words like how my wife Alice, I have to be careful what me say, you know. Very careful what me say.
Now the listener clarified all that we just read. She said that she was in a committed relationship with this guy. But when she found out that the guy got somebody else pregnant, she ditched him. And that is how the ditch came about. And I would have done something similar. Let's see. Why couldn't we? I mean, may I give you a chance to go start life and be a father? Be the man that you should be and be active in this child's life. It can't be a case where I'm going to be active as the stepmother, you're going to be active as the father, and then the mother is going to be. Me can't take them whole 3 stories, something there now. Because number one, me always hear say stepmother for steppan. I don't endorse it, but I don't believe that a stepmother should grow my child. I am not for it.
Tash, me not even know. Tash, hold on. Me understand why, should I want to choose that. But at the same time now, me say me still want to hear from the brethren what really and truly because it happen enough at the time. Some of the time the woman stay and she actually help to raise the youth. God bless all of those women them, right? But me I try to figure out from the brethren side how we go because you see, hey, me not go sit down in another something here, you know. I'm make no trick me. Me nah make no trick me. Brethren, you don't need to call in and help me because one call in one time and help me. I really need the help. Me need enough to help me because when it come down to a situation, a relationship, you hear what she say? She used the term ditch again. I remember from the start, me did against that word about ditch. And she left the man because the man go out there and the man go do a thing and a thing happen and she left the man. She left the man. This not nothing to do with the picnic. She left the man.
Well, it was actually her child. She got pregnant and the man was seeing somebody else. So she made it clear now that she was pregnant. She was pregnant and the guy was seeing somebody else and she ditched him.
Me tell you something, I'm not going to trick me, you know.
So he's on the outside.
Look here. So the man is not at fault. Another man left then.
Seriously.
Another man
we
left
have
then.
DP in studio. You know DP has a lot to say, and we're going to ask him to join us for at least a second. But before we ask him, we have a caller. Caller, go ahead.
First of all.
Go on.
First of all, I never know so you will start wear glasses.
Cut off the caller. Cut him off.
We want to hear what the caller has to say. Go ahead. Hello?
Yeah, no, well, there. But see the look, this like I see the look is a good look.
Mr. Cut off the caller.
Nice.
Me not trust the caller. Cut off the caller.
Caller, please keep it clean, but we're listening to what you have to say.
Caller.
No, it's clean.
Caller.
Yes, sir.
You say quarter past, you know me, you say quarter past 11?
Yes.
Me will call you.
All right, that's problem.
Me will call you. Me will give you a spot for yourself, because right at this point, me not trust you.
When you say caller too early?
No, me not trust him none at all. After 11 o'clock, it's a nocturne. Me not trust him. Cut him.
All right, we're going to hear what DP has to say. So, caller, you'll get your time to vent and talk about whatever you have to say.
Cut him off.
I get the segment. All right, I love it.
All right.
Cut him off.
Nice.
Yes, Natasha. You say you want to hear what exactly you want me to address?
We have another caller. Give me a sec. Hello, caller.
Yes, good night.
Good night.
Yes, I want to talk about that topic you have been touching on from night. About the man ditching the woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't agree with that in at all.
All right.
Think about it now. A lot of times, I have been in situations like this before. And I, as a man, I am being told, you don't have to this, you don't have to that. I have my child, I take care of my child myself. And then when the child is born and the man wants to get involved in the child's life now, and be a part of the family. The mother saying all sorts of things, saying you don't have to come around and get the child ready. And So these things that you are saying that men bitching, we're not actually bitching. We are being forced. What you call push. We are being pushed away.
You're being pushed away by the mother.
Yes. So we don't bitch because there are a lot of us men out there. We are willing. I know of a man right now who is right now hunting down the mother that to get to his child, and the mother keep hiding him.
Carla.
Right?
Carla. You know what I like if you do for me, Carla?
Yes, sir.
You say anybody where you know have a story, I arrange for them call we if I even in the next program. Because certain things are why we call this thing real talk, you know. In reality, I get the people if we call if we share them view because enough of the thing them we say host comp on TV and radio and talk, all kind of shit where they never experienced from them born yet.
True.
Right? So more I want the people when in night for call, more want the man for call and tell for him part and the woman for call and tell for her part. Me now make no talk same time do you know? Right? More when the woman call, she talk for her part and then after that the man talk for him part. Right? Because it is important we get the views and because you have everybody have a version of the truth.
That is true.
Right? So that's why when the text come in and the lady say, send a text and the text read, me never understand this. I know there's some trick in it. So we get some clarity and when we get clarity, trick it in it same way. And then she explain the real thing now. We say, boy, the man get her pregnant and then him go give her some bun or she just start find out about the bun. And she left him for that. That not means that the man would be a workless father, you know?
No.
Right? He is a workless man. Tell you the truth, me not really
while
agree.
woman pregnant.
Well, I know. Me only say that because my wife listen. Me not sure me agree say he's a workless man.
You know, Carla, I want you to give me about 2 reasons why you think men sometimes get cold feet and leave.
Why men got cold feet and leave?
Yes.
Right. I'm a man. I'm going to say this. Sometimes we get scared at times.
True.
We get scared. We get scared because sometimes we do, because some of us did not grow up with a father. Some of us did not grow up with a father, so sometimes we don't even know how to behave, how to act like a father, how to be a father, right? And we're probably afraid that we might hurt the child or do something wrong, and then must what kind of man you be, what kind of father you be. Understand? So sometimes we get scared. But at times, well, as you were saying earlier, it's about to call super ego. Nobody can tell us what to do. We are one man. You know, so I would think those two.
Those two are some reasons why the men just up and leave.
So yes.
All right, thank you, Carla.
That's just my view.
Carla, as me say, may I ask you, please, any person, male, female, where you know have a story.
I can get because
next week
for myself as well.
These are the introduction to the program. So next week we want the people to participate because as me say, me not have training in them something here. So early part of the show we're gonna have doctor and lawyer and all kind of people call in and tell with from the professional standpoint.
Yeah.
Right? The pastor will come and all different type of people are gonna come and talk and finish. But we now make them stay in the studio. We want everybody to listen in other part there. And then after that now we start a full like a real talk right here. So because some of the time I tell you say anyway, me not. DP.
We take a break now. After we come back, we have the segment that says thank you, Carla.
Okay, welcome.
All right. We have the segment that says he says, she says. So we'll be hearing from 2 people, right? Who has a lot to say. But when we come back, before we go into that segment, we want to hear from DP because he's sitting here patiently, wants to say something. So we take a break and we come back.
This is Styles FM.
Mr. Brown, the work material done, you know. What me fi do?
Check Robinson's and Sons Hardware, man. Them have everything you need and more. They are at 18 West Palm Avenue, Port Antonio, Portland. Paints, nails, doors, everything to meet your hardware needs and much more. Call them at 993-9763 or 382-6209 and email them at
sandarhardware@gmail.com. Mr. Brown, me get everything we need quick and fast. Sure. Maybe we could have just stopped the chatting so we could have done the work just as fast.
What was that, Johnny?
No, man. We just say Robinson and Son are going good.
Robinson's and Sons Hardware. We are always here to serve you.
Do you have or are you seeking a place to rent, seeking employment or have a job vacancy? Are you selling a car or having a garage sale? Then come see us. Let Styles do the advertising for you and you'll be on your way in no time. Contact us at 876-286-9216 or 439-5160. Advertising Style. Advertise with Styles.
This is the morning hotlight.
Where new music gets the spotlight.
Every Thursdays and Fridays from 6 to 9 a.m.
With DJ Prestige on Styles FM 96.1, 96.7.
Ready for that well-needed vacation or a place to stay while on business? Casa Laguna Resort in St. Thomas is the perfect spot. Our decorated rooms, breathtaking views, and serene environment provide the ambience that you need. Take advantage of our arranged airport pickup and drop-off. Visit us today, 2 Mount George Penn, Pamphlet, St. Thomas, or on website at www.casalaguna.com. For reservations, call 876-703-5300 or 844-8300. Email casalaguna@yahoo.com.
Lovers go, that's what for
Next. DP.
No, but why? No, man, the other way around.
All right.
Natasha invite me to come on the set.
We have DP here. DP.
I wonder, me I follow brother Gary now. Should I put on my my accent, my
no,
radio
you're
voice?
You're in Jamaica right now, so I real
no,
talk.
but I have
Jamaican
I have a
way.
radio voice. So when you, for example, you said DP and Peter McKenzie from New York texting already. So I don't know if I should give you the Damian Phillips or the DP or the Shaky. Tell me which one of them you want here.
One Shaky.
A Shaky one? Alright, good. So me can left the radio voice thing. Because Shaky not really used to radio. First and foremost, I want to address a thing. For Jamaicans, taking care of a child mean money. Period. Full stop. Mean money. I heard you mention earlier that it can be moral support and all of that. In just relationship, URL. Sorry, Daddy. You want people too? I'm today. People are the people are here, man.
Remember, guys, to check out brother.
4 Boundbrook Avenue. Adessa Styles there. 4 Boundbrook Avenue. Adessa Styles FM there. So
remember to check out brother Gary from 9 a.m. Jamaican time to 1 p.m. And Captain Baker comes on in the morning, gives you the morning ride.
Wake up with Captain Baker.
Wake up with Captain Baker. That's tomorrow morning, or every morning for that sake, days of the week. So you start with Captain Baker, and then we're going to Brother Gary. You know Brother Gary no good again. Yeah, no good. So he comes on at 9 to 1, and he might have the controversial Christian man. Then Mookie comes on. Trust me, we are going to post the schedule for Styles FM full week package on our website. So make sure you go there, check it out, so you know what's going on and when it's coming on. DP.
Yes, I was saying that. My apology, Daddy Rude, but I'm uncomfortable with the term taking care of a child to mean just money. And I think somebody called in earlier and gave Daddy Rude the correct word, entrapment, which is true, because I don't see anybody unless they pretend to have it. I was reading something once and this guy said, listen man, or listening to a radio show, him borrow him friend car, borrow him friend house, come see this girl and him say, listen man, I have to get a piece of her. Drive, go up in the range and pool and the whole works and whatever and get what him want and then ditch. Because what? He had to prove to this young lady that I have all of this. So that is what actually bring him to the female.
And it goes back to our standards.
Right, but a sensible female now will know that, listen, no, this man just carry me go somewhere and why should I sleep with him?
Our standards.
Or why should I allow certain things? So back to what I was saying, I remember early days when man run down the money and all of that, but taking care of my family mean I got bush. I'm a plant my bush. I'm a banana, I'm everything. And that how him take care of him child is by providing that way. Nowadays, when you say take care of a child, it means money. And even the government right now help in that situation, because when you go court and them order DNA, thank God for DNA now. So back to what Daddy Rude said earlier about look like foolishness. If you want to know if the child is yours, and I think it's every man's right, from the woman say, you're pregnant, it's your right to request a DNA test. Once, I remember Colin Anthony said something to me. The only time a man can get a child, Daddy Rude, is when the woman give me now. That's the only time. When the woman say, I feel pitney, that time you get a child. You don't have no other way. Unless you decide, say, you're going to do a DNA. Although Daddy Rude has left that till when the doctor come in. But everybody know what DNA mean now. Right? But 9 out of 10 times, you deal with a female and a pregnancy thing run. And you say to her, and let me be very practical. Natasha, me and you deal and you get pregnant, and whether you cry or you're happy because maybe me tell you how much more and more pitney or whatever. And you say, babes, I'm pregnant, and I say, so we can get a DNA. What your first response would have been?
Why?
Oh, so me talk about Daddy Rude. So if you're sure say I'm me impregnate you, why have a problem when we know say the DNA is 99 point something percent? And that is, before you come in Daddy Rude, that is the response a lot of times. And we are knowledgeable that a lot of relationships now that produce, or whatever it is that produce kids, is not all some kind of Christian thing like Victoria mentioned earlier. And I don't really subscribe to this whole Christian thought for everybody because let's face fact, we are not all Christians. And even some people in a church, as Brother Gary said this morning, I'm a 39% Christian today. So not even 15 or 39. So I'm saying I don't subscribe to this whole blanket thing for when you are discussing, you say, as a Christian, because all of us not believe in a Christ. What worry about to say Daddy Rude?
No, you mentioned something. Statement where you said the man have been range and him carry go yes one, this one, he do what he want. Listen, man. Let me tell you, me no feel say yeah, in this a mature time, no man no do nothing to no woman, a woman really make it happen. So him no bother feel say him a no tapper. She just make up her mind say she want a range man and she get a range man.
But she end up getting tricked. That's the point I make.
Boss man, that a way she make we feel say she get tricked. She get what she want.
But for how long, because this is what I'm saying, Daddy Rude. This is what caused the argument, you know. If, all right, so she don't, all right, rule out the pregnancy. She wanted a range man. The range man get what him want for that day. The next day when she call him and say, come pick him up, and she say, yo, you can come link me with a taxi. How she feel at that point? So she didn't get a range man, she get tricked. She get used by a range man.
Party. Don't know where she are going there.
Right, but so even with the pregnancy thing, that the topic you're discussing, a lot of times after the female get pregnant, for one, she know what she want. And sad to say, but I was told that, listen, a lot of times when you see, and check the levels, a lot of females now, they're getting pregnant between age 17 and 25 in Jamaica. And somebody told me that one of the main reasons behind that is because during their earlier years, a lot of them have committed abortions. So the first time they get pregnant out of school, they decide within themselves, some of them even, I heard you mention that, listen, them tell the man to take off the condom. Because in their mind, they want to justify, not really justify, but to feel like they're over that, to say, yes, they have this myth that once you do an abortion, you can't give birth again. So they out of school now, so listen, mommy can't talk to me, daddy can't talk to me, because now I'm finished, I'm out of school. The first instance that they get pregnant, they want to keep that child. So even if the man is not in agreement with it or whatever, they want to keep the child.
But you know, you see me? I have to strike a balance. It's like how would I like one woman call in, if anything, and tell we say, boy, well, she agree or she disagree with that. Because enough of the time, I don't really saw it going on. I have to strike a balance. I'm not going to just say, agree with you there, so. But when they get one text one time, France somebody will say, you got any text gone? Sorry, so the caller them couldn't get.
Where said the text say?
Yeah, that text.
This is how we'll have to wrap up this segment, because we have the segment that says, he says, she says now. That's a segment that you want to hear. We're going to be hearing from different callers, but we have a caller online. Let's answer this last one. Caller, go ahead.
Hello.
Good night.
Hi, good night.
Yeah.
I just want to share my views on this whole bitching issue. One, I think that some men are just worthless and they don't take care of the children, right? And I believe it's as a result of not having the value instilled in them from a very early age. Two, I believe that men are sometimes unprepared for the role of fatherhood. And so what they do, you know, when reality hits, are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, yeah. When reality hits, you know, the flight response chips in. And so what happens, they just leave, right? Now, women need to realize that pregnancy is a very intimate situation. And most men, you know, when they tend to get very intimate, they don't want to get too close. So they always tend to like move away for a little while. But when, you know, women see this happening, what they do is start cursing the men and say, you know, how is it that I'm pregnant and you're gone and you leave me and all of that. Now, what the women need to do is be more supportive during that time and just allow the men to, you know, have them time, you know, be away from them, and trust me, they will come back. Because men are like elastic bands. So the farther they stretch, then of course they will you know, the clothes they'll come back when you let them go.
True.
All right, so that's just my view.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. I agree with the caller. Men are like elastic bands. When the farther you stretch them, the closer they come back. Yeah, because when they go out and they realize you're not paying them no mind, they're going to try and come in so much. Like little puppy dogs. You ever have some little puppy and, you know, and come and, you know, when you're not paying them no mind, then come. Now, I have a listener here in Florida, and she says, trust me, I am feeling good by listening to Stars FM on a Monday night. Lady African, big up yourself, yeah? We are going to have the male version of He Says. So we're going to find out. These two, they were pretty much in a relationship, and it broke apart. And because of some situation, they decide that it's not working out. So he decided to go his separate way. She decided to go her way, and they're going to tell exactly what happened. So give us a second. We call them, but in the meantime, we're going to play a song for you.
With his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly.
Now we have the gentleman behind He Says, She Says. The he, go ahead.
Good morning. Well, first of all, let me say, I never realized that you will start wearing glasses. I don't know if at the age or the stage. I swear. Uncle Jacko, what go on?
I'm here, sir. But since we're not here about me, and we're here about you, and what I would say was a lovely relationship that you had with a girl who's a friend of mine. You know, and what I want to say to thank you very much, you and Naz, to actually decide to participate on the show. And from our standpoint, or from your standpoint as a male, because this is He Says, She Says, I'd like to know from you the history of the relationship, what went on, and why did you guys break up?
Okay. All right. Again, let me say big up to everybody in the studio. Big up to all the Miami fans all over the world. Big up on yourself. Miami for the finals. Bop. Yeah. All right. Enough said. Yeah. Enough. 9 years. Started when I was 20. It was the best thing we could have asked for. Because I can genuinely say I found love and what love was and what love is. But even the superficial love we didn't give up on TV, we didn't find it really work. Thank God to Jesus. Well, as most persons, well, for the persons that will know of the relationship, it was a long distance relationship. Me and most persons say that can't work. I think that most long distance relationships can work if each party is committed to the other person equally. As it relates to me and her, what it was with a soulmate, friend, whatever we can relate to even now, even after the fact that we're not even together again. I have a very close relationship, a very close bond, to the point where I think there are persons who actually think can wait for something to happen for me and I get back together. Not to that happening. But I guarantee you, if me ask her and she's not the mood, she might turn up on my wedding. That good. And me certainly have to turn up upstairs, so anybody should get married to him, I have to know something out there. And the fact of the matter is because one we can say this, and it might sound fool to some people because everybody socializes differently. To me, it is a sense of we are friends. And for me, any relationship that is not based on friendship, then trust me, it cannot go anywhere. It and tongue must meet, yeah? But respect has to be there. As it relates to being a support, she was, yeah? To be a support, she was always there as a support for me, 24/7, 48/4. I can remember one time when me and it broke. I'm going to call her and tell her, instantly she didn't want to come down from one plane. I was like, no, you need to stay. And that's at a level of response. You know, you get, that was what it was for me. If we made the happiest time during that period outside of playing football and going to club and, you know, doing everything else, was when she come to Jamaica. So everybody who knows that I did lockdown time, so I do not care who it is, and it is just what it was. As I said, I guess ultimately the reason why we break up was that for everything else in life, there's a time and a place, and things have to run them course. Some things need to run them course, and replenish itself. Some things need to run its course and just call it what it was. In our case, we can genuinely say the intimate side of it ran its course, but the friendship side still continues to run the course. You understand? So I can't say like most people say, and they must start feeling no, I'm a sister, still close.
So
you understand?
You said many things, Carla, but let me ask you a few questions that are very direct, and I want it to be real. Because you mentioned something important, you know, because you say a while ago when she come down, all older they have to step aside.
Yeah.
No. So she would have known that you were involved with other persons.
To be frank, I like everybody. I would have mentioned that the possibility exists that I might have done.
Mr. Sim,
so it wasn't clear that you told her about the other persons. You just might have mentioned along the wayside.
I'm just saying. I mean, it is only right for a man every now and then to cleanse his soul. Yes, I do not care.
Real talk.
Yes, sir. You have to get. Sometimes when it build up too much and it overflow, and I want to just feel you have to take off. You have to let next space to the new one. After the gameplay, it is what it is.
All right, I hear you. Real talk.
Yes.
My other question to you now: do you think because of that arrangement, it would have probably caused you guys not to be together today?
It's a possibility, yes, and there's also the possibility. There's also what me always used to like to use is this phrase to say, distance make the art grow fonder. So if you see somebody every day, it have a tendency that you want to see them when you see them. If you understand what I mean.
I understand.
There's a negative and a positive to it. Yeah, but if you can report the things in between, make sure you can have some semblance of normality.
Do you think you have grown apart, grown out of love?
As I said before, we are still friend to death.
Boss, real talk.
Yeah, man, I'm a friend. It's the growth of love.
All right.
Intimate, though. Still look cute as hell to me. I mean,
all right. Hold on.
I mean, I told that.
Hold on.
Still look good when you show up
Natasha have some questions to ask you. I have one question more to ask you because you work on anything got this show name Real Talk. Let me ask you, Mr. Simpson, are you still in love with Naz?
Hello, Real Talk. There's a difference between loving a person, because we know you love her as a friend, right? But we want to know, are you in love with her? It's a yes or no? No be around the bush. Yes or no?
That have to be somebody to have to decide.
No, Mr. Simpson. Che. Hold on, man. Listen. Real talk.
Is that we and us, man?
Mr.
And I
Sims,
mean,
no.
That one never worked. That one there we and us. That one there definitely we and us. Remember, it happened very early in my life, you know, so the rules of engagement then and the rules of engagement now are two different rules of engagement.
I agree with you, but at age 29, when you broke apart, right? At age 29 when you broke apart, because me know otherwise says older than 29, right? No, I'm saying being that you are more mature now.
No, hold on, don't let me say it. No, don't let me say it. I'm a 35-year-old eligible bachelor with no children. I'm say it loud.
Hold on. The word eligible is debatable. May I, friend, let's not go down that word, down that road. May I ask you a straight question, real talk.
Yeah.
Naz, I'm a friend. Are you still, or do you think, or do you, can you mention, say, she will come at your wedding and this, that, and other people? I say, you go on long road. May I ask you a straight question? Are you still in love with Naz?
That's not intimate way, no.
And that's real talk.
Yeah.
I think that's the most we're going to get out of him as it relates to that. But my question to you is, do you think your relationship with Naz kind of impacts how you treat other relationships or how you go into other relationships after her?
Real talk.
The following, because to me that was the ultimate relationship. So you got eating that, and then after a couple others after, interaction. When it's a relationship, interaction with people. Yeah. You find and everybody play the game the same way, like how we did play it, meaning me and you understand, because different people come from different background, different socialization, so them approach the relationship is somewhat different. So that now me just cherish what I have and me keep now a little box and me just keep it right there, so. Isn't it? And if it is that me can find somebody where they need to, then thank God for Jesus, but them took their way for find, because it's their own ambitions and the more objectives and the more desires, so I can't. That's what I did have it, and I tell no lie.
So you found that you compared her with other relationships?
It wasn't a yes, it was. Actually, it was. And yes, because you can't go into something blind, you must, you have human nature to compare. So yes, there was comparison. But not the comparison in the sense that, may I say she better than she. No. It was more a comparison of, Nat was this type of person, was what she, and I look for stay. And then I say somebody do something close, like it close to that, like, nice trip. Yeah, I like that trip.
Cool. So how did the climax come about for you guys to break up? Because as you say, you guys had a bond, you guys were together. Although it was a distant relationship, you don't have each other back. And they were like brothers and sisters, although you were in a relationship. So how did it come about?
Let me tell you what, there's this Chinese saying which says after every 7 years, persons change. Between 7 to 9 years, persons change. I think I was going through a bit of change personally. And that probably contributed to it not being where it was originally. But again, as I say, in retrospect now, looking at it, I can say that you probably needed a break for real, just to replenish and back.
All right, Mr. Simpson. That's a long break, and I like the word that you use. You're on a break. And I can say that Naz is my friend.
Yeah.
And I love Naz.
I know that. I know that.
Boss, me know you agree with me, because me love Naz. But you and Naz share something special. So the type of love me have for Naz, it can't be the same type of love. Me not think it's supposed to be, it are the same type of love where you want go and like say you have for Naz. But you see, since this is real talk,
yes,
and I'm the co-host,
yes,
we're gonna call Naz.
Look here, but before you go,
we're going on a break, Mr. Simpson. Thank you very much.
No, but just after thanks to the opportunity to come on the first show, I see it as an extreme pleasure, and I thank you and your crew for inviting me, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Naz is next.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
Styles FM, broadcasting from Portland, Jamaica.
Portlanders, Akan Auto Technology, located at 33 Bombrook Crescent, Port Antonio. Visit us for all your auto repair and servicing. We offer computerized wheel alignment, computerized wheel balancing, suspension checks, AC repair, inspection, and all your auto repair needs. For complete auto repair and service, visit or call Akan Auto Technology today at 715-5205. And remember, we are located at 33 Bombrook Crescent.
Lumber, cement, steel, plyboard, plates, cups, shower curtain, sheet. Then this now go take me all day, man.
Daddy, mommy say I must go a business depot.
I need to find somewhere with ample parking space, gives discounts, does delivery, and has the most courteous staff.
Why, Daddy Duffy?
Yes, Builders Depot, right at Industrial Estate, Longwall in Barnes Bay. I call them at 715-3128 or 284-3337.
Because me I tell him, we got Builders Depot over there, so.
Check them out.
Builders Depot, once you need it, we have it.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Don't be afraid to build. L&L Projects Limited offers construction and project management services to safeguard developers' investments in buildings and subdivisions of all types and size. We ensure that our clients locally or overseas receive value for money at each stage of the development process. Visit us at Shop 7B, Walker Plaza, Morant Bay, St. Thomas, or call 876-430-9592 or email lnlprojectsltd@gmail.com. L&L Projects Limited, experienced in making your construction dream a happy reality.
Ready for that well-needed vacation or a place to stay while on business? Casa Laguna Resort in St. Thomas is the perfect spot. Our decorated rooms, breathtaking views, and serene environment provide the ambience that you need. Take advantage of our arranged airport pickup and drop-off. Visit us today, 2 Mount George Penn, Pamphlet, St. Thomas, or on website at www.casalaguna.com. For reservations, call 876-703-5300 or 844-8300. Email casalaguna@yahoo.com.
You're just as sweet as peaches and cream. Sweet as peaches and cream. You must have stepped right out of my dream. 'Cause you and I were meant to be. 'Cause you and I were meant to be.
Styles FM.
Welcome back to Real Talk, and we're in the segment He Says, She Says. But before we get into the Real Talk with the other half, that's Nas, we want to say West Harbor Medical Center has OB gynecology every Thursday and Friday, and orthopedics first Saturday of every month. So go there and get yourself checked out. Make sure to your sort out and everything all right. So when you and your person, you're getting together, and for your own benefit, you're okay. Now we have Nas on the line. Nas, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am good myself. Now, Yuel.
Naz, how you doing, love?
I'm good. How are you? You all love the show.
I'm fine. We just had some talk with Moshe, some real talk with Moshe. You both are good friends of mine for years now. and I'm familiar to some extent with aspects of the relationship, and I thought it would have been a good one to start the show off with. And he sort of opened up to some extent. I know there are times that he actually choked, right? But it's just the way a real talk is. And I'd like to hear from you as we had asked him, from inception, how was the relationship, what got you guys together, what kept you together. But it's almost a mystery, even to me, being afraid of some things in the relationship, why you guys are apart.
Okay, well, why we're apart, I think I'll start with that. We're apart because literally life happens. You can be in a relationship with someone and you can love them, but sometimes it's just not enough. I've always loved him and probably always will. However, I was listening earlier and he did hint, quote unquote, to some of his iniquities, you want to call it, and that did add to a part of why we broke up. But in all honesty, when you can't take the situations of life when it comes onto your relationships, you have to decide whether or not the love is enough to keep you together. I personally believe that in any relationship there is an 80-20 rule, and if 80% of that relationship is wonderful and 20% is bad, you can deal with it. But when 20% of the relationship becomes wonderful and 80% of it, which includes life situations, which includes two people who met at a very young age and then started to grow up, started to become adults, and started to actually have responsibilities and all of that, that ends up being the 80% that just isn't enough. It's the bad part of the relationship. And to be very honest with you, that life happened. We grew up, we grew apart, and even though we were still in love with each other, it just wasn't enough anymore.
Let me ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Moshe still loves you?
Yes.
Let me talk about.
No, without a doubt, yes.
This is what I talk about. The woman talk it straight, she talk it real. So now me ready to agree, say I choke, enough man choke and run. Me agree. Victoria, me take it back. Natasha, me take it back. Right, enough man choke. Cause you hear the brother on the phone and him choke. Right? And she talk it straight, she talk it real. She say, she know say, Moshe still love her. The man choke, so he run. Nas, me love you. Real talk. Now, I mean, as I understand in terms of what you're saying and the directness. However, the mystery, wasn't there a chance for a fix? Because I think, I mean, the ratio, the 80-20 ratio that it moved from to the other, basically a flip. The 80 kept you together, the 20 could be worked on, then it started to change to 20 being good and 80 being bad, right?
Uh-huh.
In my view, from the outside looking in, there's still 20% of something to hold on to, right? Which, as I said, that 20% might just be the love, but there are other factors. My question is, because he said a while ago that you would attend his wedding and he would attend yours.
Uh-huh.
Was that a metaphoric? He was saying metaphorically you're both gonna get married?
Well, if we have to see I want to marry, maybe. If we're both single at a certain age, why not? You might as well. You have a friend that you have somebody who you've loved all your life and they've been your friend all your life. You know, you're not family, so why not? But he is right in that if he ever found that person that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with, I would be very happy for him because at the end of the day, I loved him enough to want him to be happy.
Now, I have a question. Do you have kids?
No.
No, he doesn't either. So suppose it's a
No.
case where he would want to have a child with you. Would you allow that to happen?
Yes.
And both of you will come together as persons who love each other, in spite of whatever has happened before, and take care of that child, right?
Yes.
Good.
The one thing I believe when you have a relationship, the best part of any relationship is communication. And as he said, we made our own rules. And one of the biggest rules we had was we talked about everything, no matter how bad it was. He said he had to clear his conscience occasionally, and it was true. He had to clear his conscience occasionally, and it was my choice to either stay or leave. But I made one rule for myself. If he did something wrong, if I knew I couldn't handle it, it was my time to leave. If I knew I could handle it, it was my choice to forgive and move on. And whenever he cleared his conscience, I knew that I'm not even going to say 80%, 99% of our relationship was good. And if a human being makes a mistake and I decide that I'm going to forgive him, I'm going to fully forgive him and walk away from that situation. Because if I stay in it, our relationship would have been miserable the entire time. We would have argued about it. I would have had it on my head to curse every time I get mad at him. I would bring up whatever mistake he made. And that was something, as a person, I made that personal choice. If I'm going to stay, I'm going to stay fully without problems. I don't like arguments. I don't like fighting with someone, and I don't like misery. I'm not that type of woman to feel like you should nag a man about every little thing because you're miserable and he's miserable. And there's no end point to it. So at the end of the day, you make your choice, you lay your bet, you make your bet, and you lay in it. Simple as that.
So true. So do you think that affects how you see other men or how you date other men? Do you think that you compare him sometimes with other men?
What I do compare with other men is that joy that I had. If I'm not able to find even 50% of that happiness with another person, I don't see that there's a point in it. As far as the issues we had, no. I live my life without regret. I live my life without living in the past. It's gone. You can't change it. You don't bring baggage from one situation to another.
I agree.
Naz, one thing I can say that I admired a lot about the relationship that you and Moshe had, and I think it's something that I actually use in mine, is the level of openness and speaking with the person that you're with and expressing yourself, how you feel, because once you stop doing that, it's almost like two people living in isolation. And I can remember having a talk with Moshe one at a time, and he shared something with me, and I thought that it was very personal and deep, and I respect him so much for that. It's a lesson that I've learned. I'm not gonna really make him feel like him a really smarty, but it's something. is no a man come and radio can choke 180 country and listen and you choke. Not Moshe, not the chair.
Not the chair we know.
Not the chair.
That is true.
So that tells the entire listeners that the chair, what them know, is a teddy bear.
But you know,
Real talk. Real talk. He choked, right? And I can tell.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I listened to his portion of the interview, and the one thing I can honestly say, I won't say he choked. I will say he tried to uphold what we had instead of being a person that would come on and take their anger or their hurt and just let it all out. That sounds like bitterness. And I really didn't think he choked. I think he was trying to be an upstanding person.
Mr. Simpson, that's a woman having her man back. You hear that?
But you're supposed to have your man back.
Right? No, me I make him know, you know. And me I make all of the women them where listen. Say, even when the whole world feels that something negative are going in a uno life, uno fi support uno man. Right? Support uno man because you hear Nas say it, them not together, them a very good friend, but she's still willing to support him and she has hope, and that 20% she has hope. Nas. Nas.
Yes.
Enough respect. Real talk. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a good night.
Nice.
And thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Same to you.
Touches
almost at the end of the show. But before we, do a wrap up, just want to remind you about the social medias. You have YouTube, and our YouTube page is Styles FM Radio. Instagram, follow us at Styles FM. And our Twitter name is at Styles FM 96.1. 96.1. And our Facebook page is at Styles FM 96.1. That's our fan page. So you guys go there. Feel free to let us know whatever you want to hear on this program. And also we have our own personal, for this program specifically, for Real Talk. Our Real Talk email address is?
It's gonna be realtalk@stylesfm.com. What I'd like people to send us emails of relationship or experiences that they have, and also to let us know if you want to be a guest on Real Talk, to call in, he says, she says. Everyone out there has something to share about a relationship that they have been in, and if you can find that person who is willing to participate, you would call before, and then the other person would call after, and to share that relationship, because a lot of us can learn from each other, from everyone's experience. So we're gonna set up. Don't email us as yet. By tomorrow we'll have that, and we'll have it announced tomorrow. But it's gonna be realtalk@stylesfm.com.
And remember, feel free to send us topics that you'd like to hear and like us to discuss, because, we need, some other topics that we might not think about, and we need people to come in, invest in us, and help us to get the thing together. Express yourselves. So, until Friday, I come in on Saturday. I have a program, Saturday Frenzy. So you guys feel free to go on the Saturday Frenzy Facebook page, like it, make your comments. I'll be in with my in-house DJ, and I'll be back next Monday with our controversial topics, as usual, with Daddy Rude. Yeah, being him, being rude, and we talk more about relationships. So, bye-bye, guys. Have a good night.